Yo, 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 what is up, guys? What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another edition of our watch along video. Yes, we are back after the Christmas break. Christmas was yesterday. We had no Afcon games. Now, today, they have resumed in full swing. Yes, and we are here to cover the game between Egypt and South Africa. Game that will be kicking off in right about 6 minutes' time. Anyway, guys, do me a favor, make sure you smash a like on the video, and of course, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yes, hit that the subscribe channel, support the channel so that you can get more content like this. And of course, for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. As always, much appreciated, much appreciated. So, for those that are new, please make sure you support the channel by hitting the subscribe button so that you never miss a single video whenever we go live. So, it's the big one, one of the big games of this second round of matches. It's called Match Day 2 of Afcon, or rather match round 2 rather, because match day 2 was actually on Monday. So earlier, just came off from watching Zimbabwe versus Angola. We saw the second draw of the tournament, and actually this year's AFCON has actually set a record of having scored the most goals at this stage of any AFCON tournament ever since we went to the six league, so the six group what format. So at least so far, we have not had any nil-nils. It's been an exciting watch-along. It's been an exciting tournament as well. We have enjoyed ourselves and ready to do this big one right here. It is Mo Salah and his co, trying to see whether they can tackle the likes of Foster and Mokoena. And this is actually a big game as far as the African continent is concerned, because these two are actually powerhouses in Africa. Egypt have won the tournament 7 times, while South Africa have only won it once. But South Africa have always been an ever-present participant at the AFCON tournament. So both teams have already made their way onto the pitch, currently listening to the Egyptian national anthem. Yes, and of course, we hope that the game is going to live up to the hype, because clearly this is the game that we have all been waiting for so far. In fact, tomorrow and actually on Sunday, we're going to have even more exciting games. Later on, we're going to have Morocco versus Mali. And also tomorrow, we're going to have the likes of Uganda versus Tanzania. Which other games happening? Also Senegal versus DR Congo. And then, of course, on Sunday, another big one, Cameroon versus Ivory Coast. So, got a number of games lined up during this league phase, or rather group stage phase of the AFCON. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel, guys. Hope you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time on the channel, do make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, make sure you support the channel as well by liking the video. Yes, so currently listening to the South African national anthem. For me, I've always said this is actually the best national anthem. Very wonderful tune, very catchy tune, and of course, it's a very personal, not to me, but as you can clearly see, to the fans and also to the players, it's normally a very, very personal national anthem. And in fact, I'm gonna find the lyrics, of course, in English, because the original lyrics are in Zulu, but of course, you can always get the translator. South Africa. Yeah, so actually, these are one of the few countries to last gain independence in Africa. In fact, for them, the gain independence is 1994. In fact, their last game against Angola, it was quite hard fought. I expected Angola to get the better of them, but fun enough, South Africa were able to carry the day. As for Egypt were not really pushed all the way. They kind of dominated Zimbabwe from start to finish. Zimbabwe were just lucky to score against a run of play. In fact, if you are to look at the highlights of that game, this was actually the game that Egypt had. That game is the most one-sided game of this tournament, because Egypt had like around 35 shots and they had like around 600 passes, while Zimbabwe barely even got 120 passes, and in fact for them their performance was quite poor. They just came for a smash and grab. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you are liking the video. I can see quite a number of you in the chat, so make sure you like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Mr. Ran, how are you? How are you? Hope you are doing fine. Hope you are well wherever you are. So, guys, if you are new around here, make sure you support the channel by subscribing to it. And, of course, if it's your first time, do make sure that of course do that wonderful stuff, and of course we'll be very, very grateful for your support. And as always, guys, we do not take your support for granted. Thank you for all that have already subscribed. May God richly bless you. For those that are yet to subscribe, just doesn't cost you much. I'm not charging you for your subscription. It's completely free of charge. And why my internet is acting up, My internet seems to be acting up. But anyway, it's all good. We're just going to ensure that we bring you all the games that we can cover. In fact, tomorrow we're going to have a very, very action-packed game, rather packed roster, because we have the English Premier League games, rather, and we also have the Afcon game. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very packed Boxing Day. As for today, we're going to have also some games that are going to be lined up later on. Also, Premier League games also take place today. In fact, we only have one game. That is the game between Manchester United and Newcastle, which actually be kicking off at 11 p.m. That is 2300 hours Kenyan time. And that game will actually more or less coincide with the game between Mali and Morocco. So I think we're just going to cover the Mali-Morocco one, because that's the biggest game of the, not the biggest game of that group, rather. In fact, because of course when it comes to the Premier League or African content, we're going to of course cover African content. So anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have also had a wonderful Christmas. We've enjoyed yourselves. You've actually had wonderful time with family, friends. You've actually rested well. For those that do not celebrate Christmas, hope you also had a wonderful day as well. And of course, now that Christmas is over, now we're just counting down to the end of the year. I'm Arabic, but I support South Africa. Yup. Why do you support South Africa? Why? Why? I don't know. I think I forgot your nationality. You said you're from which nationality, Mr. Tufik? You said you're from which nationality? I think I may have forgotten your nationality. Yeah. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you are supporting the channel and, of course, subscribing to the channel. We're just about to ready to start. Mo Salah and his fellow, other his compatriots, captains, they're out there, of course, posing with the match officials. This, of course, is gonna be a good game. I hope it's gonna be a good. Honestly, I honestly hope it's going to be a good game. We don't want any dead games. We don't want any games at nil-nil. Maybe have a. I hope we're able to break that record of having no nil-nils this tournament, especially in the what? The what in the group stage, because that is why we expect a lot of nil-nils. I'm from Algeria. Oh wow. Yes, you guys managed to destroy Sudan the other day, man. Very emphatic victory, man. Very emphatic victory. Yeah, Sudan did not even lay a glove on you guys, man. But of course, they did not aid their cause by having been reduced to 10 men early on. In fact, I've texted you on IG, yeah, so yeah, I'll just have a look at that. Don't worry, Ryan, I'll have a look at that later. Do not worry, do not worry. So we're just about ready to start. South Africa are gonna kick us off, of course, in their traditional kits of green. Is it green and yeah, green and yellow? So it's a false start, so we're gonna start again. The game is being played in Agadir. So if Egypt's performance earlier on against the other in the other day against Zimbabwe is anything to go by, we do expect them to create a lot of chances. But of course, these are way different opposition compared to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe are just happy to sit back and soak up pressure. But of course, I'm sure South Africa are not going to do the same. South Africa are not here to make up the numbers, man. Of course, they are here also to see whether they can have money to win this tournament. So it's back with Williams, goalkeeper. Hey, I don't know. Egypt spent a what? Yes, beat Sudan, yeah, 3-0. Yeah, completely dominant performance, man. Yeah, especially impressive from Riyad Mahrez. Foul on Foster. It's gonna be a free kick to South Africa. Yes. Hey, but Egypt, man. Hey, that day against Zimbabwe, man. These guys, hey, relentless, man. These guys were so relentless on that day from start to finish. In fact, if it wasn't for Egypt's poor finishing, maybe that game would have ended like even 5 or 6-0. It's just that Egypt were missing chances, and Zimbabwe are just basically, I'll just say, call it as it is. They were lucky. They were very, very lucky on that particular day. And eventually they did lose out at the end, conceding to a Mo Salah 91st minute strike. So Modiba goes forward, kicks it forward for Moremi. At least Moremi manages to start. In fact, sorry guys, I realize I've not even told you guys the lineups. So lineups, of course, for Egypt, they haven't really changed their starting lineup from the one that started against Zimbabwe. Abel Shenawi, Hani, Yasser, Rabia, and Hamdi in defense, and now, of course, Ateya and Fati in midfield, Zizo rather, number 10, Salah on the right, Trezeguet on the left, and of course, Mamouche as the lone striker. For South Africa, we have Williams in goal, Mudau, Nguzena, Mbokazi, and Modiba in defense. Then in midfield, you have Mbata and Sithole. And then, of course, ahead of them, we have Mokoena. And then, of course, Moremi on the left, Apolis on the right, and then, of course, Foster as the lone striker. What's your prediction? My prediction is 2-0 Egypt. For me, I'd say, I think Egypt are going to edge it out, maybe 2-1. 2-1, eh? It's going to be a closely fought game, eh? Clearly going to be a closely fought game. In fact, Egypt are also one of the favorites at this tournament, along with the likes of Morocco, I think Ivory Coast, and also Algeria. Those are the favorites at this tournament. Not because of how impressive they are, but because of the players that are actually in the team. This is the Mbata coming forward into the box. Picked up by El Shenawi. So yeah, a bit threatening for South Africa. I don't know why delivered such a cross, but should have done better with that chance. Honestly, Mbata should have done way better with that cross. It was way too close to El Shenawi. Yeah, currently Egypt are just happy to sit back. Maybe they spent all the energy chasing the equalizer and the victory against Zimbabwe, because quite a slow start for Egypt. They're just happy to sit off South Africa and allow South Africa to break them down. Sorry, friends, but I think Egypt win, but I hope South Africa win. Anyway, we will see who wins. We will see who wins, man. But for me, I think Egypt are going to edge it out. I think Egypt are going to edge it out. Maybe they're just trying to conserve the energy early on, because they know clearly that still have a long way to go. In fact, and whoever wins this game will automatically now proceed to will now actually qualify for it's called the round of 16. Yeah, so whoever wins is gonna qualify for the round of 16. This is Trezeguet into the box. Cleared by was it Mbokazi? It's now picked up by Modiba looking for Foster. Foster was fouling Fati, so it's gonna be a foul on Foster. Yes, we will see, man. Yes, we will see. We will see. We will see who edges out this encounter. Is Trezeguet on the far side? Trezeguet, Mamouche. The muzzle off the ball by Mudau. Well defending, wonderful defending from Mudau. Clearly kept the ball away from this fella right here, called Mamouche, the Man City star man. So guys, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are new around here, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and of course like the video. It's now back with Ngezana to Mbokazi. And this game is kind of, I don't know why South Africa are just happy to pass the ball around at the back, not wanting to go forward. Clearly, I don't know why they don't want to go forward, but don't know why they're scared of this Egyptian team or what. Bokazi goes long. He's looking for Moremi, but it's not gonna get to him. Sorry, don't worry, my friend. Do not worry about that, man. Like I said, all of us are also treating English as a second or third language. Nobody here was born knowing English or speaking the language. So do not worry, man. Do not worry. The important thing is that at least you communicate and we'll understand your communication. So do not worry about the English, man. I'm sure if you also maybe try and speak French or Italian or Spanish, we're gonna butcher the language. I did last time with South Africa against Angola. Don't worry, man. Do not worry. Do not worry at all, man. These things do happen, man. I'm sure if I was also to try and speak Arabic, it will be very difficult for me, but at least the important thing is at least I'm able to communicate. At least the relevant things I'm able to communicate, rather the basics. Picked up by Mudau coming forward into Mbata coming forward, tries to find a police. This is Foster into the box. Foster crossed. Wonderful defending from Zizo. English is fourth. Wow. So how many languages do you speak, man? I know there's a, okay, I don't say Arabic because I know Arabic is very general, but I don't know. Is it actually are they actually not really sub tribes? Are they actually subsets of the language or something? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. They say maybe you have tribes. So for Arabic, are there maybe different dialects, or maybe it cuts across? Maybe the Arabic spoken in Egypt is the same as the one in Morocco, Libya, maybe Tunisia, Mauritania. I don't think they speak Arabic. I can understand everything what you're talking about, speaking and writing very weak. It's okay, it's okay. These things happen, man. These things do happen. In fact, writing is actually one of the most difficult. In fact, speaking is way easier. But at least with speaking, you can be able to, even if you have to butcher a few words, but at least whomever that you're communicating to will be able to understand you. But now with writing, of course, you have to put the apostrophes and such. I speak Arabic and French and Turkish and English. Oh, Turkish. Oh, yeah. Turkish. Turkish. That's a language that I've never actually. In fact, if it was to be spoken amongst people, I would not even know it's Turkish. I would not even know, man. I would not even know. This is Mudau coming forward. This is Mbata. Hey, this game, man. Come on, man. Come on. You guys are giving each other too much respect, man. Too much respect, man. This is Modiba Batu Mbokazi. Yeah. So guys, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, if it's your first time on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. God richly bless you, man. Thank you for those that have already subscribed to the channel. Much obliged, man. Very, very much obliged, man. Thank you for the support. What about, okay, let me see. What about the Man United game? My prediction is a 1-1 draw. I know. I think Newcastle are gonna win that. Newcastle are gonna win. United without Bruno, who's gonna create for them, man? How do they score? Without Bruno? For the number of times that Bruno has actually missed games, United have actually maybe gotten maybe nils. They have actually forced draws. So I don't see how they score. Maybe if they get a penalty. This is Salah into Trezeguet. Poor pass from Salah. Come on, Salah, man. Yes, other, speak Arabic and some country nation. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's actually the same, which is good, man. It's good maybe to have a universal language. Because now for us, especially now when it comes to East Africa, West Africa, all have different languages, man. Like for here in Africa, East Africa, inside Kenya, you have like around 40, over 43 tribes, man. Into the box! Salah! Come on, Salah. Stretch for that ball, man. So anyway, at least that's the advantage that Arabian countries have, because at least it's one common language. But now, unfortunately, with in East Africa, we've got sub tribes, we also got main tribes and also sub tribes. So there are so many languages that can be spoken. But English, of course, is a common one, followed by Swahili, and then maybe now the other tribes. And then sometimes actually becomes difficult whenever now we travel to other regions, because if they do not speak that language, you find it hard to communicate in them, because now unless they are gonna communicate in their mother tongue, which to me is those are very challenging, because I think maybe you should like have one common language, because to make it easier for guys to communicate. So like you guys, you can clearly see if maybe somebody in Algeria was to travel to Libya or Tunisia, they'll actually settle in very nicely. But for me, if I maybe have to travel maybe to maybe a place like northern Kenya, I might be find it hard to assimilate myself to those guys there, because of course language barrier, we're not gonna really understand each other. Of course, because of the tribes and the different languages that are spoken. And of course, up there, maybe in northern Kenya, rather, northern Kenya, we don't actually have Swahili. We only have maybe a bit of Sudanese, Amharic, or the one because of the Ethiopian connection, and of course, a bit of Somalia because of proximity to Somalia. So it's gonna be harder. I'm right, but English is the best. Yeah, English is it's actually a good language to understand. It's very basic. Doesn't really have so many complications. It's not like the likes of Spanish and Italian. Especially for French. For French, you have to do that. Oh, that is what you call oh. That you have to produce those sounds. You actually don't produce those sounds. You're actually saying something totally different. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you're enjoying yourselves out there. Hope you guys have had a wonderful Christmas, had a wonderful time, holidays. If you are maybe at work, if you guys you can just sit back and maybe now enjoy the Afcon games. And of course, if you are new around here, do make sure that you hit the subscribe button on the channel, and of course, like the video as well. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. So yeah, do that awesome. Do me that favor, guys. Do me that favor, guys, of liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. And of course, you liking the video and subscribing also pushes the content and also the video to more viewers out there. So if you're coming across this stream for the first time, make sure you support the channel by subscribing to it. And of course, for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. Much obliged, man. And of course, God richly bless you guys. God richly bless you, man, for this, oh, woman, for the support that you show the channel so far. Yeah, so don't worry, guys. No much is happening. The ball is just being contested in midfield, and then it's just being transversed from one side of the box to the other. So it's clearly both teams have clearly not found their passing game, and I think both teams are giving each other too much respect, and which I don't honestly understand why. Because I expected a high quality game where these teams would actually go at each other right from the start, but it seems like they want to just respect one another, because clearly this is not the intensity that Egypt had when they played against Zimbabwe. I think Egypt are playing more or less is it actually a five in defense? They were more or less playing a 5-3-2. I don't know why they are scared of this forward line from South Africa. Cross to the far side to add Salah. Salah takes it down beautifully. Wonderful fast touch. Salah. It's now with Zizo. Zizo is going down a blind alley. Was he fouled? No foul, man. No foul on Zizo. So it's now picked up by Mbata. Mbata coming forward. So that was actually sit hole. Modiba. Okeza is supposed to go forward. So this picked up by Yasa. Yasa into Trezeguet. I think a universal language should be created among all African countries. It might help, but I'm sure so many countries are not going to be happy about that, because some of them will argue that, oh, we are losing our heritage, might not be the best. Because you see, in other nations like now in Africa, they have one common language. In the United States, they also have one common language, which is actually English, because they do not have maybe they have different dialects. Of course, there might be Pidgin English in the Caribbean, but unfortunately, another thing that also maybe brings us back, other forces maybe Africa not really to be super united, which is actually a drawback. Is for me, it's now the language barrier, because if clearly we understood each other, right now, even if I was to relocate and move to Egypt, I'd have no issue because I can communicate with the natives there. They also see me as a fellow human being. But sometimes, unfortunately, with the whole issue of tribes, we do have segregations and more or less people wanting just to live to be secluded to what is familiar and common to them. That's a bad foul, man. That's a bad foul on Gezana. Is he gonna pick up a yellow card? He's lucky. He's lucky he's not gonna be booked for that. So for me, of course, the tribes, it's actually a good thing because it also enhances diversity. But of course, to me, it's a net negative. It's a more of a net negative than a positive, because the whole aspect of tribes has actually forced people just to want to associate with the people from their own tribes, more or less. You have the notion how you say, watu wetu, people of our origin, people of our place, people of our language, people of our heritage. And see, that is not how life is supposed to be. All of us are human beings. So even if I was to relocate and go and live in Tajikistan, there should be no problem with that, man, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna find rather human beings like myself over there. I just maybe need to understand the language and see how I can assimilate myself. But now having so many tribes, it actually creates a lot of the divisions and disunity. It's a free kick to Egypt. Come on. Rather than fighting each other, you just deliver the free kick to the box, man. Come on, guys. Come on, come on. Clearly, this game has gone by, but unfortunately, we have been unable to get any kind of goal mouth action. I don't know why Yasa was fighting with Sito. There's nothing wrong with that. There's clearly nothing wrong with that. Clearly nothing wrong with that. Delivered to the box. Just eluded Mamouche and Trezeguet and the likes of Rabia. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel, guys. Keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And also, oh, I had forgotten, guys. Also, do make sure you utilize the chat section. Maybe vote for whom you think is gonna carry the day. If you think South Africa are gonna win it, of course, vote for South Africa. If you think Egypt, also, then you can also place your vote. If you think a draw, then of course, do cast your vote in the chat and do let us know whom you think is gonna carry the day. And of course, if it's your first time, even after you voted, also make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like the video. This is Mamouche, 3 against 2. Mamouche! Was he brought down? Yeah, that's gonna be a yellow card for Ngezana rather. Gezana, it's gonna be a yellow card, man. He clearly brought down Mamouche, and Mamouche was clearly costing to goal, man. Yeah, he's a lucky boy. He's clearly a lucky boy, man. He's just lucky that there are more defenders back there. Otherwise, if he was the last man, he would have gotten a red card, Like, clearly, he has bring down Mamouche because he didn't want him to advance further. It's a bad foul, but a very, very bad foul on Mamouche. So it's gonna be a free kick to Egypt, very, very close to goal. I don't know that Salah is gonna take it, or Trezeguet or Zizou. It's actually a big chance for Egypt, It's actually a big chance for Egypt. Let's see how they're gonna work out this free kick. I think maybe they should give it to Mamouche. Give it to Mamouche because Mamouche can more or less maybe bend it over the wall, maybe get it up and over the wall and back down just underneath the bar. So I don't know why these South African players don't want to retreat. I don't know what's going on, man. Clearly, South Africa is the match. Yes, yeah, yeah. I don't know. You're asking whether I can show you the match. I can't really show you the match because these are watch along because I've been in violation of copyright rights. of YouTube that say that you're not supposed to show any copyright content on your channel. If you do that, you're gonna get a copyright strike, and eventually your channel might be taken down. So that is why we ensure that we do not show any kind of copyright content on any channel. But of course, you can enjoy the watch along as you also follow the game, whatever it is you're tuning in from. So this is gonna be a free kick. Let's see how we're gonna work it out. Let Mamush take it. Let Mamush take it. Don't give it to Salah. Give it to Mamush. Give it to Mamush. Mamush! Oh, just wide. I thought he'd scored, man. Ah, yeah, he was close. Oh, you can watch the match. Abu, try. I don't know whether you can catch it on Super Sport. I know Super Sport are the official broadcaster. I don't know where you're located. I don't know whether you're located in Kenya or which part of Africa. Maybe do let us know where it is you're tuning in from, so at least we can advise on where maybe you can catch the game from. Good afternoon, South Africa. Okay, let me just check. Give me a second. South Africa is a very full of a surprise, but even Egypt has worked at 1-0 South Africa. Guys are always going for South Africa. Which channel? I think it's Super Sport 4. It's called I think it's called PSL. I'm actually watching it on DSTV. Super Sport 4, I think. The one that has the channel name PSL. PSL. The one that is normally dedicated to African content. Not really African content, but South African League, the PSL. The PSL is the South African League. I'm in Saudi Arabia. Oh, my friend. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which channel you can watch it from. I don't know whether Abu Baby try BN Sports. BN Sports, I'm sure they're watching. They are showcasing the game. Yeah, BN Sports normally do show a lot of African content. Yeah, so maybe try and see whether you can get the game on BN Sports. BN Sports. I don't know whether you can get Super Sport. I'm not quite sure. Super Sport is international, but I don't know whether it's normally available outside of Africa. But I know BN Sports is available outside of Africa. This Mamush! Wonderful tackle from Bokazi. There's gonna be a free kick, rather corner. Corner considered by South Africa. So guys, do make sure that you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Do make sure you're doing all that wonderful stuff. Please do me that favor of liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And of course, if it's your first time here, support the channel and the content by liking the video. Yeah. At least before after, let's at least whether you can get to around 620 subs. Yes, let's road to 620 subs. So let's see whether we can get to 620 subs before the end of the before half time. So it's a corner to Egypt. Yeah, so to the box. It's deflected wide. They didn't do enough, man. So Hamdi, yeah, just yeah, I know this game, man. Just waiting for at least somebody to grab it by what? The scruff of the neck. I think that's the expression, because clearly so far, this game, man. And they were so psyched for this game. I don't know what's up, man. It's like both teams are giving each other too much respect. Somebody might think like the game is what? It's maybe the round of 16 or maybe the or the quarter final, but it's only a group stage game, man, of two powerhouses in Africa. But anyway, maybe you're gonna can I ask us a question? Ask away, my brother. Ask away. Ask away, man. Do not feel shy, man. Do not feel shy, man. Ask away. Ask away, man. Nothing you say is gonna be used against you, bro. So Mudiba is Foster. Man, this game, man. This game, man. This game. Come on, somebody, just do something clearly. Somebody, man, somebody, just do the needful of just getting your forwards involved, man. Because so far, neither forwards have been able to get into the game. In fact, neither team has had any bit of possession in midfield. No team has kept the ball in midfield quite well because all are just happy to bring the ball forward towards their forwards. And it's like the ball is just bypassing the midfielder. So there's no link between both defenses into their midfielders. So how did you grow your channel so fast? Is it really been fast? Has it really been? Is it really been fast? I don't know. I don't know whether it's been fast. Okay, maybe according to you it's been fast, but I think for me it's I'd say maybe predictable schedules and posting. I try and cover as many games as I can. At times I've even done 3 streams in a day. So the idea is just to ensure you at least get just keep posting, just keep doing content, and of course you never relent. This Salah is gonna get to it. It's gonna drift all the way to the goalkeeper. So make sure you never relent or never you post or ever do content. And of course, another very important thing is always ensure also, especially when it comes to videos, so that maybe you can also get better reach. Also, utilize a lot of hashtags. A lot of hashtags in your videos. Especially if you're doing football content. Now, as soon as you post it or rather you're about to post it, of course, make sure it has all the hashtags, or maybe football, live football, all that, man. Or maybe if maybe it's African related, make sure you have Africa in one of the hashtags. If it's European leagues, of course, maybe have the name of the country. And let's say maybe if I was doing a game in the Premier League, maybe my United versus Newcastle, I'd ensure that in the description at least I have one hashtag for maybe England, so at least people who maybe might want to search the video can get it under that name. So always make sure you do not leave your videos just plain like that. Always put in a very good description, and also a very good also maybe research on the kind of hashtags that are necessary. And of course, whenever you post anything on your channel, make sure that you also have a hashtag of your channel. Like for me, I'll also ensure that every video that I post has the Vinskey Valor hashtag, so that at least it's also able to circulate. Because I see if you do not now include your own hashtags, people are not also gonna find you. So some people might be searching via the channel name. So this is Foster straight at the goalkeeper. First goal go to South Africa. They grow in confidence. You think we're gonna score? Actually, Egypt look like the team that are gonna score fast. Yeah, they look more threatening in attack than South Africa. But you know what? I don't know. I almost made a very, very bold statement. I will not be surprised if this game ends 0-0. That's what I almost said. And I've just said it. Because where these teams are playing, man, this has a 0-0 draw written all over it so far. Nice turn by Moremi. Moremi is being held back by Hani. So it's going to be a free kick to South Africa. So guys, do make sure that you continue liking the video, and of course subscribe to the channel. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, guys, do make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, make sure you support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Still early in the game. 30 minutes played. That's a lot of time played, man. Salah is almost they speak he should go play with Ronaldo in the Arabian League. Yeah, he should. I think he's gonna go. Eventually he's gonna go. Because I think if Liverpool are not gonna sell him in January transfer window, I think he's gonna be gone by the summer. Because I don't think Liverpool would want to let him leave on a free transfer. Because I'm sure they'd want some money for him. Turn the camera towards the TV. I can't do that, my friend, because if I do that, I'll show you the game and I'll be in violation of the copyright rules and regulations of YouTube that say that I'm not supposed to show any copyright content on my channel, because I'm not an official broadcaster of this game. If I'm not an official broadcaster of this game, then I cannot show you the game. To the box! So easy for El Shanawi, man. This game, man. Clearly this game, man. The is gonna score fast. Based on this performance, you know what? I think is any fact might even be close to a miracle if any team was to score now. Because clearly, even the game between, was it uh, Equatorial Guinea and Burkina Faso was way more exciting at this hour than this one. Because this one is so dead, man. I don't know why these two teams are just so lackluster. I don't know. And you can clearly see so Egypt, I think, are more or less playing transitional football. They just want to keep the ball and maybe allow South Africa to have it. Other allow South Africa to keep the ball and let them have it, try and break them down. As for South Africa, they also wanting to maybe play transition football. They're not really building through their midfielders, man. They're just going forward towards Morem because that's the only outlet. Yeah, okay, so he's got pace to burn, but at the same time, can't just keep wanting to play him in behind every now and then, because eventually that tactic becomes old, man. Cannot show the game because of copyright restrictions. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Very, very true. Thank you, Ryan, for that. That is why we cannot show you the game. That is why the game is only being broadcasted through official broadcast channels. I don't know whether it's also on CAF TV, but I'm sure you can catch it on BN Sports because they have the rights, and you can also on Super Sports. So that those are the official broadcasters of the game. Zani Salah into Mamouche. Mamouche. In fact, if there's something that I don't understand about Egypt is that on was it when they played Zimbabwe? They had actually started with this tactic where Mamouche was the lone forward, but clearly it was not working, and eventually they brought in their center forward. I keep forgetting his name. They brought on this tall fella. What's the name of this tall fella? What is the name of this tall fella? Let me see whether I can get him. This number 9. Yes, Mosen. They brought in Salah Mosen, and eventually now Mamouche now started playing in the 10 position, which is actually his most effective position. Because clearly Mamouche can't really lead the line as a center forward, because he's not really a center forward. He's more like of a linker player. He's more. If you guys maybe do watch the Premier League, maybe like a João Pedro, Joshua Zaxi of United, or maybe somebody like the other guy who links up play very well. In I had the name, man. I've forgotten the name, man. Oh yeah, Julian Alvarez of Atletico Madrid. He's more of that type of player. He can play on the left, on the right, but clearly not as a center forward. Not the guy leading the line, because he likes that intrinsic passing, where he normally comes short to collect the ball, combined with the midfielders. And obviously now that is what Egypt are missing, because Mamouche is forced to play forward. Zizo is the one who's playing in that hole, but Zizo is not unable to link up play. So this is Are you tried doing TikTok? I've not tried TikTok yet. I've not tried TikTok. I've not tried TikTok. I've not tried TikTok, but maybe I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'm gonna try it someday. Maybe I can have maybe 1 or 2 shots on there of the channel. It's also another avenue of helping the channel grow, but I've not yet tried TikTok yet. Let me see. Yeah, he's out of favor at Liverpool. Yeah, Salah is clearly, yeah. He's out of favor at Liverpool because Liverpool are trying to move on without him, which is actually the wise thing to do, because at some point you have to move on. You have to go through that transition and ensure at least you're able to bring in the right players. That is what Liverpool are going through right now. They're in that transition phase. So I will not be surprised if next season they challenge for the league proper. To the box! Cleared by Mbokazi. Get it away. So Liverpool are clearly going through that challenge right now of trying to blend in their new players. So I would not be surprised if Liverpool were to go through this transition phase right now, and then of course next season they try and maybe now challenge for the league, because I'm sure the likes of Isak and Vats will have now settled properly into the league. So anyway guys, make sure you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're doing that wonderful stuff of liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time on the channel, please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, support the channel by liking the video. Yeah, so it's back with Salah. And this game, man, clearly 36 minutes of play, and it's been very, very shambolic. And okay, for lack of a better, I'll just call it as it is. It's been pathetic. It's now with Mamouche. You see now where Mamouche is right now. That is his favorite position, in the pockets. Because you see now when he comes into the pocket, there's nobody up front for Egypt. So the attack is kind of lopsided, because it's like Mamouche is more or less playing like a false nine. And of course, if they do go out wide, they can't cross the ball into the box because, of course, there's nobody in the box, man, because Mamouche is coming deep to collect the ball, man. Anyway, guys, please make sure that you are liking the video. I'm sorry, I'm saying that a lot because that is currently the only exciting thing right now. Liking the video and subscribe to the channel. It's way better than this game, because clearly, this game, man, clearly, these two, I don't know what they are thinking today, man. If maybe both teams would have qualified, then maybe you'd expect that a draw would be a fair result for both teams, because, of course, another team wants to lose. But of course, like I said, whoever wins this game automatically now qualifies for the second round. And because Zimbabwe and Angola also played out a draw, so that means that so far we've not had any team that has been eliminated from this tournament. All teams still have a chance of qualifying, especially since we now, of course, also take into account teams that do finish in third place, which is actually a good thing. At least it creates more excitement, because as you remember, Afcon 2023, Ivory Coast actually won the tournament, and they were actually third. They were actually finished third in their group. They actually progressed to the round of 16 because they finished, I think, was it in third position or third position? They were actually the fourth best third place team. And somehow they won the tournament. So at least it's good. Because clearly, if there's a team that really raised its game, Salah! Ah, come on, Salah. Control the ball, man. Now he's going down. Mudau did not do anything to you, or did he? I expected more from Bafana. Yeah. I expected more from Egypt. But anyway, I expected more from both teams, man. But clearly, this game, like nobody's able even to spring in any kind of attack. In fact, if I'm to look at the stats right now, let me just look at the stats. My goodness, that's the telling stat. One shot on one shot. Total shots for either team is one each. So Egypt have only had one shot. South Africa have also had one shot. Shots on target, one from South Africa, zero from Egypt. That is the tale of the game, guys. That is the tale of the game, man. My goodness. My goodness. Sometimes you wonder these countries, man. There's no yellow for that, because clearly. Okay, are they checking it? Come on, man. Seriously? Why are they checking it? Why are they even checking it, man? Maybe this is how any team can actually get a goal in this game, but via dodgy penalty or decision, Okay, it looked like it was accidental, Oh, penalty! My goodness! Just like that, man. Egypt have been gifted a penalty. My goodness, referee, man. VAR, man. VAR, man. Shambolic, man. Clearly, that is not a penalty. It was accidental, man. Okay, he's running away from the player. Where do you expect his arms to go? You expect his arms to stay tucked to his body like this? Ah, come on, man. Show us the game. I cannot show you the game, Mr. Pablo, because I'll be in violation of copyright infringement. Yes, I'm not an official broadcaster of the game, so I cannot show you the game, man. I am so sorry for that. This is actually a watch along. Okay, the referee has been called over to the monitor. He needs to review his decision because clearly that should not be a penalty. That should not be a penalty, man. Okay, VAR, man. Okay, why are they saying you can't touch the face like that? Because, okay, he was getting away from the player. Where do you expect his arms to go? Did he actually flang his arm like this? Okay, I don't know. Maybe they're giving it because they think that his hand was kind of high, eh? And he's actually maybe trying to impede Salah to get to the ball, eh? But clearly, these are very, very... Okay, so if I look at it from that angle, I see maybe what the VAR may have a case. Okay, because clearly he did flang his hand. Sorry. Yes. We have to be fair at times. Yeah, he did flang his arm out like this. So I think it's gonna be a penalty to Egypt. Eh? Very, very dodgy penalty, man. Penalty from nothing, man. It's gonna be a penalty. He's gonna give it. Let's see what he's gonna say. Penalty confirmed, man. The penalty to Egypt. Penalty to Egypt, man. Just like that, man. Yeah, maybe they say you're not supposed to touch the guy's eye like that, eh? But of course, the guy flung his arms out wide like that. So, and 2 yellow cards for South Africa because of the protests. For Mudau. Okay. I've seen a way better angle, a reverse angle. And clearly, yeah, he flung his arm like this and actually poked Salah's eye. So clearly, it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Egypt, man. Penalty to Egypt. Okay, sir, that's fair. It's fair. I'm sorry for calling it out, but I think it's fair. It's fair, man. It's a very, very fair penalty decision, eh? I don't know who's gonna take it. Give it to Mamouche. Don't give it to Salah, man. Salah, not really a very good penalty taker. Give it to Mamouche. Mamouche is a good penalty taker. Very bad decision. Okay, as far as South Africa are concerned, because clearly, if you have to look at it from the angle or maybe the assistant referee's view, the linesman, you'd clearly see that he flung his arm like this. It was like a handoff on Salah. So clearly, if you do that, of course, if you raise your arms, you're inviting trouble. In this era of VAR, you're inviting trouble. You're clearly inviting trouble. Anyway, guys, before they take this penalty, make sure you subscribe to the channel and, of course, like the video. If it's your first time on the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and, of course, like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Soft decision, but okay, I see what you mean, but clearly, I think it was a handoff on Salah. So clearly, it's a penalty. Anyway, Salah with a chance to put his team ahead. Salah. Let's see what Salah is gonna conjure up. Salah versus Williams. Salah. Okay, take the penalty, man. Referee, blow the whistle, man. Salah. Go! The easiest penalty they'll ever score, man. Straight through the middle, man. Just waited for the keeper to dive and then he just slid the ball into the middle, man. So Salah scored, man. Another goal for Salah. He's now joint level with who? Yeah, sorry, Nicholas Jackson. 2 top scorers, man. 2 goals apiece. So Egypt have taken the lead, man. Easiest penalty that Salah can score. Easiest penalty of his life, man. Because clearly just straight down the middle. Of course, if you put it straight down the middle, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna score because the keeper is gonna dive, and of course the keeper expects you to take it to either side. Because rarely do you see the keeper stand in the middle of the goal like this. So it's actually good, man. It's a good penalty. Very, very good penalty. Yep. Egypt have just taken the lead right on the stroke of halftime. So We're gonna have 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time, man. 2 minutes of added time, eh? Ah, man. South Africa will have to come out and play, eh? South Africa will now have to come out and play now through midfield. They'll now abandon this tactic where they're just hitting balls forward into to Moremi and Foster, and nobody's is there to pick it up. Because clearly they are playing more or less a transition-based game, which I don't think is gonna work. Because clearly has not been working. And of course, you know the definition of insanity, guys. You know it. Oh, it's a red card. Oh, red card for Egypt, man. Red card for Egypt. Hani has been sent off. Yep. Hani has been sent off. He was already on a yellow. So Egypt have been reduced to 10 men. Oh my God. Well, out of nothing, man. The past 3 minutes have been more exciting than the entire game combined, man. So Egypt are down to 10 men. And he has been given a second yellow, man. Given a second yellow for the foul on Moremi. Of course, it was a tackle from behind, and also he stamped on his was it his toe? And of course, if you do that, that's gonna be a yellow card. And since he was already on a yellow card, so he's off. So Egypt are down to 10 men. After having taken the lead, now they have to sit back now and defend. Sheesh! My goodness. What a game, man. What a game, man. What a game. Watch out, Egypt. Unfortunate penalty. Now the onus is on South Africa to see whether they can get back into this game against 10 men, because Egypt have had a player sent off. Hani has been sent off. That is why currently you see on the lineups Egypt only have 10 men. Yeah, clearly that's a bad foul. That's a bad foul. Of course, he stamped on his top of his foot. So clearly, you're gonna be given a yellow card for that. Even if he was not on a yellow, chances are maybe it would have gone to VAR and he would have been sent off. Because I'm sure the referee would have been told to review that. Because clearly the ball was long gone and then he just stamped on Moremi's foot. So clearly, it's quite fair, man. It's very, very fair. Oh, it's actually 4 minutes of added time. What did I say, too? Jeez, man. Anyway, guys, that period of play, past 3 minutes, have been super exciting. Just like that is how the game can turn on its head. So, of course, it's going to be all South Africa now. I don't know whether they're going to have what it takes to break down this Egyptian team. Because Egypt, I think, are just going to play on the counter now. They're just happy to play on the counter now. They are just happy to play on the counter. And of course, now they can't bring on their center forward. Hey, drama, man. Drama, man. Yep, that's halftime whistle, man. Hey, referee, man. Referee has had an interesting couple of minutes, from the dodgy penalty decision, which I think was quite fair, and it was a penalty, to now Egypt being reduced to 10 men, just like that. That is the tale of the game, man. That is the tale of the game. Yeah. South Africa are gonna be in serious trouble, man, if they do not come back to win this game. Now the onus is on them. Clearly, the onus is on them now to turn this around. But it's quite clear that the tactic that they have employed today is not working. In fact, funny enough, the three midfielders out there, Mbata, Tito and Mokoena, are three defensively minded midfielders. So maybe now you understand why they are more or less bypassing the midfielders and just going long into their forwards. Because clearly, if you are playing with three central defensive midfielders, whom do you expect to create for you? But I think they need to be very, very proactive in the second half. Maybe take off two. Maybe take off maybe take off a seat hole and a Mokoena, and maybe bring on whom can they bring on? I don't know whom they can bring on. But they clearly need to bring on someone. Let me check their bench. Which midfielders do they have? They have Mbule, they have Mokwana, they have Nkota, they have Moko, Mofokeng, and Campbell. Honestly, I don't know who they can bring on. But maybe Mbule. But they clearly need to bring on another striker. Maybe go for two. Maybe just allow Foster to play as a center forward and then just have somebody playing as a 10 who can actually link play. Because right now, Egypt are just going to sit back. Egypt are just happy to sit back and soak up pressure. Egypt only going to defend. Yeah, true. You're not going to play on their counter now because clearly the onus is not on them, man. The onus is now on South Africa because they have got a man advantage. But do not be surprised. There are certain teams that do play better with 10 men. So this might actually be an Egyptian side that is that this might actually be the case with Egypt. They might actually be the team that plays better with 10 men than with 11. It to me is very, very peculiar because how do you play better with 10 men than with 11? But anyway, we will see. In fact, this tournament has actually produced a number of red cards, man. Red cards are flying, man. In red cards, especially, let me see, how many red cards have we had so far in this tournament? So, starting with this game, we've had one red card. You have a red card on Tuesday. Let me check. Was that a red card? Yes. It was a red card for Equatorial Guinea and also in the game against Sudan. So that's 3 red cards so far. And I can see. Oh, so there have only been 3. Okay. There have only been 3 red cards so far. So anyway, I don't know how it's gonna work, but for South Africa, but because clearly, and in fact, you know what? If Egypt do win this game, of course, they are now gonna progress to the second round. So if Egypt do win this game, automatically they now progress to the round of 16. Because of course, if you win 2 games in the group, you're automatically gonna qualify for the next round. Of course, it's always the rule in football nowadays. But nowadays, funny enough, even if you are to lose 2 games in the group stage, as in before, where you'd actually automatically be eliminated. Nowadays, because of the changed format, you're gonna see teams have a chance, especially if you lose 2 games and maybe win the other one. But actually have a chance of maybe finishing as the best or other one of the best third place teams. So anyway, we will see. We will see how it goes, man. Yeah, I'm sure. Don't even need to look at the stats because clearly the stats they tell you the story of the game, which is that the game has been it's been very, very poor quality up until the penalty decision and also the red card. So let me just show you guys this thing because I'm sure it's you're also gonna be, I don't say mesmerized, but you're also gonna wonder. You see, you can clearly see how the game has been. Okay, you see, this is how you interpret this graph. So the higher the peak, the higher the intensity of that attack at that time. So you can clearly see these peaks were very, very low. So it means that the attacking intent was very, very low, especially during that phase of play. Then, of course, as you can see, the peak for Egypt in this case actually, I think this was was it the Mamouche chance or which chance was it? Forgotten. Then, of course, this one here, South Africa decided to sit back and just allow Egypt to have the ball, and you can clearly see the decision that Egypt had of a penalty did not even have any kind of attacking intent. So you can clearly see it's been a poor game so far. It's been clearly been a poor game so far. Honestly, not the quality game that you had expected to see from both teams, because clearly both teams are don't know what to call it. Of course, as you can clearly see here, as far as the stats are concerned, of course, expected goals for Egypt is high because of that penalty. Because penalty XG of a penalty is normally 0.69, and of course, if you have to subtract that from this, you're gonna have maybe an XG of 0.2. So Egypt can clearly see XG for Egypt has been also quite low. Other than the penalty, nothing else has happened. XG is just a metric of the quality of attack that you manage to create at that period of play, and based on how close you are to the goal, and also the chance of you actually converting that chance into a goal. So that is what XG is. You can clearly see for South Africa, XG is 0.04. Not had any quality chance created at all. At all. So that is the story of the game. In fact, we don't even need to look at the other stuff because clearly it's shambolic, man. Let's just look at the bench for Egypt. For the bench, gonna have Senawi, the other goalkeeper. Then of course Ahmed, Shobeir, Potir, Aids. What are these names, man? Hassan. In fact, Hossam rather. I'm just gonna butcher these names, man. Sobi, Ashur, Saber, Shehata. This is who? Mohanad. Whoa. Ibrahim, Fati, Mohammed, Faisal, and of course their center forward, Salah Mohsen. Then of course for South Africa, they have Gos, Chain, Ndame, Sibisi, Kabini, Matuludi, Smith, Aubas, Mbule, Mokwana, Makgopa, Nkota, Mofokeng, and of course Campbell. So anyway, I don't know who. Maybe they can try and bring on maybe Campbell or maybe Mofokang and maybe take off one of these central or defensive midfielders. You can clearly see their rating, man. Look at Mbate right here, a rating of 5.9. So poor, man. Look at Apolis. Had a very wonderful game against Angola. Look at him today. Been starved of the ball, man. 5.9 rating, man. Look at Foster, 6.1. William, 6.1. Clearly, it's been a poor game. Hamdi, and of course Salah, of course, rating is high because of the goal. Hamdi, because at least he's the guy who has actually shown any kind of intent as far as Egypt is concerned going forward. Yeah, so anyway, we expect these ratings for Egypt to actually remain this way because they are just gonna be sitting back now and just soaking up pressure. So guys, do make sure that you are liking the video and of course subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time on the channel, please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so both teams, man, clearly need to pull up their socks, especially South Africa. Egypt don't really need to do much, just need to keep the ball well, keep the ball away from your goal, and I'm sure they'll have what it takes to just get the best of this South African team. Because see, the other thing guys that you also need to look out for is if you're gonna be attacking, then you have to also try and test the goalkeeper. And so far, South Africa have been unable to do so, and Egypt as well. So, if South Africa do not maybe try and test the goalkeeper, especially within the first 15 or 20 minutes of that second half, let's say even the first 10, 15 minutes, then clearly it might be very, very hard for them to actually get back in this game. Because as you know, guys, defending a one-goal lead is actually getting back from a one-goal deficit is way harder than 2 goals. Because, you see, if Egypt are actually leading 2-0, I'd actually say it is way easier for South Africa to get back into that game than if Egypt are only leading 1-0 as they are currently doing. Why do I say that? It's because as soon as you are leading 2-0 and then the opposition even gets 1 goal, whether it is in the 85th minute or the 90th minute, they just reduce the deficit to 1 goal. Automatically, psychologically, the momentum shifts over to them. And chances are, if you are not careful, you might actually just even consider an equalizer. But you see, with a team that is now hanging on to a 1-goal lead, it is way easier for them to defend it because they know that, you know what, if we concede, then our lead is gone. So we have to ensure that we keep our lead intact at all costs. So, of course, there's gonna be heightened concentration. There's gonna be more physicality. There's also gonna be even more. There's also gonna be more urgency. But if you're actually leading 2-0, sometimes you don't even have that urgency. In fact, most of the times you don't even have that urgency. That's why whenever teams are leading 2-0 and then the other team immediately pulls a goal back, the chances that the other team might actually score an equalizer is way higher than the leading team actually increasing their lead. So That is actually the issue now. So for South Africa, I don't know how they're gonna play this. Because clearly they need to take off one, like I've kept on saying, need to take off one central defensive midfielder, man, and just bring on an attacker. Just bring on an attacker and see how the game develops from there. Because clearly you can't just keep hanging on to those three central defensive midfielders and you hope that it's gonna be enough to see off this Egyptian team and maybe also try and see whether they can actually get back to the game. And that is actually very, very hard for them. So I think they just need to do that ASAP. They need to do that ASAP, man, because they are clearly they're gonna waste more time if they do not make that change at halftime. Because you see, that's what some managers do. They waste time, they do not make the change at halftime, so they just maybe give it like 10 to 20 minutes, and then the longer the game goes, the more you realize, you know what, you're not getting back to the game, and then you realize, you know what, we wasted 15 minutes of that second half, and we were just taking the risk at halftime. One can easily be brought back. Ridiculous statement. Well, it's not ridiculous, but do you know why I said that? It's because of the psychological effect. Go and check in games where teams are defending a 1 goal lead. Yes, of course, I know it is because of the deficit. It is way easier. But of course, like I said, you see, if you are leading 2-0, you're gonna be more complacent because you know even if the other team scores 1 goal, we still have another cushion. And sometimes when they score, they pull a goal back. They eventually go on to score a second one. But you see, with a 1 goal lead, your concentration is way higher because you know if you lose the lead then you may have lost the points, you may have lost the victory as well. So that is why at all costs I've always said, for me it's just my own opinion, that 2 goal leads, yes, they may be better than 1 goal leads, but it is way harder to defend. It is way harder to sustain, or rather to go to maintain a 2 goal than a 1 goal lead, because all it takes is for the other team just to pull a goal back and automatically the momentum is now with them. Look at it, man. Just look at it. Anywhere where a team has been leading 2-0 and then the other team gets a goal back, automatically the momentum is with the team that just scored, as opposed to maybe when you are leading 1-0. If the other team scores, now it's a level game. It's anybody's game at that point. And I know it's a ridiculous statement, but it is to me it is more psychological than it is about maths. It's actually more psychological than mathematic. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. We're just about ready to resume the second half. Both teams have made their way onto the pitch, so we're just about ready to start. Egypt here, they need to do that hurdle, man, because clearly they need all experience that they can master, man. And of course, Egypt have already made a change. So, who's this guy who has come on? They have brought on Ashur to replace, to replace Mamouche. Surely, what the heck, man? Why are they taking off Mamouche? Anyway, it's fine. They have taken off Mamouche to be replaced by Ashur. He's actually a midfielder, so they need more legs. So Mamouche has been taken off. So, fun enough, it's Egypt who are making the changes and not South Africa. Wow. So, yeah, second half has resumed, guys. Second half has resumed. So, South Africa, Bafana, man. You know, this is Trezeguet, back with Trezeguet into the box. Seems like Egypt are the ones that are fancying themselves. Yeah, so Mamouche has been taken off, confirmed, man. Oh, man, jeez. Anyway, quite bold. Anyway, sometimes it's also good, because of course if you have more midfielders, because you see, chances are now South Africa, they're gonna maybe tell one of their central defensive midfielders to push up, and maybe go and support the striker. And of course, that means that Egypt might be losing the midfield battle. So of course, bringing on a midfielder is also a good tactical change. It's actually good. It's actually good. This is Nkata. This is now City Hall. This is Mudau into Apolis. Nice tackle by Rabia. So it's gonna be a corner to South Africa. Corner to South Africa. Be taken by Apolis. Apolis is the one over the free kick. Apolis into the box. Poor corner, man. Surely. Apolis with the second chance to the box. Led away. Picked up by. It's in the box. It's picked up. It's cleared away by Rabia. They lose out, man. South Africa. You need to keep the ball well, man. And your through ball is gonna get to it. Come on. Anyway, it looks promising from South Africa so far. It seems that maybe they're gonna go all gung ho from the off. So I don't know if that's gonna pay off, but we'll see. We will see. Because of course Egypt are gonna eat as much clock as they can. The time, So they're gonna waste us. I'll not be surprised if the goalkeeper does not pick up a yellow card. Clearly gonna pick up a yellow card at some point because of time wasting. The right to now Yasa. Sorry, that was actually a show. Anyway, guys, hope you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Hope you lot are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Please do me that wonderful favor of liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It's your first time on the channel. Do make sure you to smash a like on the video and of course subscribe to the channel. Trezeguet loses out to the box. Oh, chance. Shoot! What the heck is he doing, man? Picked up by a police. Yeah. What is Mbata doing out there, man? Clearly, get the ball, man. Unable to combine properly, man. Ball is back with El Shanawi, man. Chance for SA, man. The ball fell on the edge of the box, but there was nobody to strike it at goal, man. Yeah, Salah is gonna just be cast an isolated figure up front because it's gonna be by himself. Because every other player is back defending. And you're picked up by Sit Hole. It is Mudau coming forward. Apolis cuts inside. Apolis, poor pass, man. Hey, jeez, man. Yeah, they clearly need to pick up the tempo as well, because of course, South Africa, the only way they're gonna unlock this defense is if they pick up the pace. Of course, quick tempo always also unlocks a starboard defense. You cannot unlock a starboard defense if you're just passing the ball slowly and just waiting for the openings. Sometimes it doesn't work. You need to move the ball faster with pace, man. Anyway, it's a corner to South Africa. I don't know whether it's a police is gonna take it. Corner to South Africa. Corner coming in. Punched away by El Shanawi. Oh, yeah. Police. Modiba is now back with Modiba. Goes to the box. Is that deflected wide? Yep. It's out for another corner. El Shanawi with the awesome punch, man. Get it away from me, man. Get it away from me. Modiba into the box. Punched up by the keeper. Zeroed away by oh, that was Rabia. Yeah, clearly the game has now developed the pattern that we expected. At least South Africa have started with more. At least they have got urgency, which is what I appreciate. Especially when you need to get a goal, you need to play with more urgency. Clearly, more urgency. Mudau on the far side. Mudau cross it. Blocked. Shot from was that Mbata? It's another corner to South Africa, man. They are clearly on the ascendancy now. Clearly, it's all South Africa at the moment. Of course, that man advantage has clearly helped their cause. Corner to be taken by Moremi. Moremi into the box. Comfortable save for El Shenawi, man. Man, come on. It's too close to the keeper. Maybe I try something different. Maybe tell somebody to come short and try a different routine. Because clearly, if you just deliver that ball into the box, of course Egypt are gonna defend those balls all day, man. Shanawi restarts play into Rabia. So there that's Hamdi. Hamdi goes long, looking for Salah. Picked up by Trezeguet, unable to control the ball. It's now picked up by Mudau. It's now with Modiba. Modiba, I didn't see a police. He was right there, man. Just lead it in for him, man. You'd have been clean through. Come on. It's a simple 10-yard pass, 10-meter pass. South Africa honestly wasted that chance. They honestly wasted that chance. Yeah, police had made a wonderful run, but was it Mbata did not find him, man. Yeah. Clearly, Egypt doing route one football. I don't know what Fati was doing there. I don't know why he's choosing to go long. The best thing that you can also do for yourself is also keep the ball. It's now with that Mokoena. Oh, Moremi goal is through to Moremi. Moremi. It's now with Sithole into Ngezana, Mbokazi into Modiba coming forward. Back to that Kath. Foster trying to force his way through. Picked up by Mbata, Mudau. Come on, those crosses are way too close to the goalkeeper, man. Come on, man. El Shanawi is gonna pick those all day. Yep. Kicks long to add Salah. Salah, is he gonna hang on to the ball? Yeah, loses out, man. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Keep liking the video and of course subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time on the channel, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. God richly bless you, man. Big up, man. Big up, man, for the support, man. Always appreciated. This is Rabia. Rabia coming forward. Rabia. Yep. Egypt are just gonna waste time, huh? Just gonna waste more and more time, man. Yeah, throwing to be taken by Hamdi. Hamdi throws it in. Kick long, looking for Salah. Salah, the cushion header, picked up by Modiba. Modiba, better not lose the ball there. The lucky boy. You are a lucky boy. So this is Mudau coming forward. This is Moremi. Moremi gets away from Muhammad. Moremi shot. Team effort. Ah. Scuffed the shot, man. Didn't catch it properly. Shanawi goes long again. Not looking for anyone, man. It's now picked up by Gezana. Back to his goalkeeper, Williams. Williams is just a spectator at this point. He's just a spectator. Maybe he can just go and sit in the stands for now. Anyway, guys, hope you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you're not already done so, please, guys, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and support the content and be part of the Vinskey Valor watch along community. For those that are new returning subscribers, do make sure that you also hit the like button. Modiba! It's wide, man. Okay. Seems like South Africa, we need to change tactics because now they're being reduced to long-range shooting. They're unable to get into the box. Well wide, man. Didn't even trouble the goalkeeper. Did not even trouble the goalkeeper. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video, and I hope you guys are enjoying the watch along and the game from wherever it is you're watching from. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. Oh, Trezeguet is in. Trezeguet. Team effort was actually blocked by Ozat Mudau. So it's picked up. This is now Zizou. Zizou coming forward. For sure, the guy was come on. It's actually the first time that Egypt have now actually had a bit of the ball in the Posters! Not gonna get to it. Kick long. Hey, this game, man. It's exciting, man. It is clearly exciting now. Anyway, I like the urgency from South Africa. At least they are not just sitting back and playing a very poor game, hoping that they're just gonna unlock this team. At least you can clearly see they have the intent to go forward. So this is a police. Come on. See, come on, you need a number 10 to link up play. You need to take off one of these central defensive midfielders. Come on. Clearly it's not working, man. Can't just have Foster in the box, So now Foster is supposed to come short. Come on, man. Gezana, this Salah, Trezeguet. Trezeguet is clean through. Trezeguet. Was he fouled? He was fouled. Trezeguet takes it quickly into Salah, a sure shot! Wonderful save from Williams. If that would have been the second goal, the game would have been over. If you'd have scored from that, the game would have been over, man. Wonderful save from Williams, man. It's like Egypt have weathered the storm, He's Ashore into the box. Cleared by Mbokazi. Anyway, it's now with this looks like Mbata coming forward. A police. It's now with Mudau. It's now Moremi. Come on, Moremi. You need to do your madness, man. Do your madness, man. Come on, man. This is shithole, man. Come on, concentrate. Picked up by Salah. Almost loses out, man. Now with Moremi. Come on, there you go. Move it a whole lot quicker, man. Tackle. That was tackle from behind. You can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. You can't tackle the guy like that from behind. So it's gonna be a free kick to South Africa. Eee. Mbata. So it's a free kick to shot. Amuda! Foul! Foul the guy! Penalty! No, it was offside. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Muda was in an offside position. Egypt and South Africa games are always interesting. Yes, the second half. Clearly not the first half. Not the first half. Clearly, if you look at that first half, clearly you've had better games, eh? But more or less looked like a dive, eh? It looked like a dive, man. Yeah, clearly El Senawi did not bring him down, eh? He clearly pulled out of the challenge. I thought it was a penalty. But clearly Muda was in an offside position and that ball was struck, eh? So it's no penalty, man. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. Not going to be a penalty. If they had to give a penalty for that, clearly, it would be unfair, man. Egypt with the other South Africa with the intense high press, man. They're clearly going to block off all the passing lanes from this Egyptian team. Mudau just straight over into an offside position. Then when he came, and then El Sanawi came out. No. Very, very minimal contact, man. Should not give fouls for that. Eh? Anyway, it's a throw into Egypt in South Africa's half. Hey. Nobody would have thought that this game would have taken such a turn, eh? Especially after the red card. Anyway, kick long. It's looking for Trezeguet. It's now with Trezeguet. Trezeguet forces a corner or the throwing off Mudau. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, whatever it is you're tuning this watch along from. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope you're catching the game as you also enjoy the watch along. And for the the few of you, or maybe the many of you that are new to the stream, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Yeah. If it's your first time on the channel, please smash a like on the video and support the channel by subscribing to it for more of such watch-alongs. It's going to be a corner to Egypt. It's a corner to Egypt. And also make sure utilize the comment section. Maybe put in your predictions. Who do you think is going to carry the day at this point in time? Also, maybe get voting in the chat as well. Whether you fancy a South Africa win from here, turn it around, or maybe an Egypt to hang on, or maybe a draw. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's a corner to Egypt to be taken by Zizou. Zizou, deep cross. It's out for another corner. So, corner was off for Mbata. So, ish. The South African, the Egyptian fans are in huge numbers, man. They've clearly come to support their team, man. Support their country. Because, of course, yeah, Morocco are not distant neighbors from Egypt. Anyway, it's going to be taken in by Salah. Salah, come on, better delivery now. Salah into the box. Straight away. Foul on, was that Foster or who was that Mbata? So, Fati with the foul. Actually, it was a police. So, it's going to be a free kick to South Africa. So, it's now with Mudau. Mudau coming forward. It's forced to recycle back to Mbokazi. Mbokazi. Zana back to Mbokazi. Mbokazi goes long, looking for a police. Come on. Yeah. Modiba. This is a Mbata. Mbata into Moremi. Cut inside, man. Moremi, cross it. Moremi back to. This is sit hole. This is Mbokazi. This is Modiba. This is now A police, shoot! Oh, blocked. Ah, yeah, yeah. Ish. At least the intent is there. I like it. I like the intent from South Africa. I like it, man. They're not just lying down and taking the result. Eh? Of course, they're having the intent to go forward, man. She's circled by Ngezana. Ngezana. This is now sit hole. Sit hole coming forward. Ah, why are you going back, man? So this is this is mood. This mood. That's not Mudau. This Mo Salah turns it over. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Unable to play in for that far Zizu. It's now Modiba. Modiba into sit hole. Sit hole. Wonderful, wonderful block. So it's not Zizu. That's Mbata. Mudau. Ah, come on, Mbata. Get to that ball, man. It's now being chased down by Trezeguet. He says, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my energy. I'm not gonna waste my energy, man. Anyway, guys, hope you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Hope you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, it's your first time on the channel, make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Yes, if you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more such content. If you are a returning subscriber, make sure you support the channel by liking the video. Yes, liking the video and subscribing is clearly free, so I don't charge you anything for your subscription or your likes. And of course, to the box. Yeah, no, well defended by Egypt. It's out for a corner. So like I said, yeah, your subscriptions, I do not charge you for your subscriptions. And for Ken coming on, yeah. So I don't charge you for your subscription, guys. All I just want you to do is, of course, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're and for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for the support that you have shown the channel. Big up yourself, man. God bless you, man. Corner coming in. Cleared. A police has been taken off. So a police has been taken off. So Mofokeng has come on, eh? So Mofokeng has come on into place of police, eh? That's actually good. Yeah, bring on an attacker. But should have actually taken off one of those central defensive midfielders, man. Maybe a Mbata or a sit hole, man. Because now you need to throw caution to the wind, man. The police was playing wonderfully, man. He's actually cutting inside. Now you've actually taken one of your attacking threats from the left-hand side. So who's now going to attack for you on that side? Clearly. Who's going to attack for you, man? Because this Mofokeng is a striker. And I'm sure he doesn't play on the right, or rather on the left, cutting inside. So who's going to play on the left for you guys, man? Should have kept on a police, man. Anyway, El Shanawi is currently down. I don't know whether he's okay. I hope he's okay, man. I honestly hope he is okay. I hope he is doing fine, man. And the Egyptian fans are enjoying themselves, man. They're enjoying this atmosphere out there in Morocco. There's something that I've also I've also admired from South, or not South, but West African countries, that their fans, they dance throughout the entire game, man. They're always dancing, man. Senegalese fans, Equatorial Guinea, Mali, Cameroon, they're always dancing, man. El Senawi, is he okay? Did he actually hit a post? He kind of hurt his arm, eh? Kind of hurt his arm, eh? Yeah, a bit of time wasting tactics from Egypt, eh? Udao, don't need to cushion it back there, man. Come on, you have got more midfielders. Just try and go forward, man. You can. Don't need to turn cushion it forward and recycle it like that. Thank you. You've worked it well. It's now with Mudau. Mudau coming forward. Mudau bundle over the ball. So it's gonna be a free kick to South Africa. Where is uh-huh. Looking for that comment. Something I need to picked up by Mokoena. Mokoena got the ball. This is sit hole. This is Moremi. What the heck are you doing, man? Bro, why are you trying spectaculars like that, man? It's as if you are winning 3 or 4-0. My friend, you are losing the game, man. Why are you trying spectaculars? Mr. Stephen. You see now what I was telling you about the 1 goal lead. See how it's very difficult to actually equalize when you actually need to recover 1 goal. But like I said, if Egypt were leading by 2 clear goals, trust me, maybe South Africa would have gotten 1 goal by now. But you can clearly see Egypt have been very steady, man. They have been resolute. They have ensured that they keep their defensive shape. Because of course the concentration is there. So, and clearly see it's quite difficult to come back, especially against 10 men. In fact, defense becomes harder when it's against 10 men. Because against 10 men, they're expected to sit back. Moremi into the box. Yeah. It's picked up by Sit Hole. It's back to his keeper. Yeah, these 25 minutes of the second half have clearly gone by so fast, huh? Lifted ball. Foster. Mudau! What a save! So is Mokofeng. Oh, Mokofeng is actually a winger. Mokofeng, do something. Come on. So predictable, man. Recycle it then. Move it quicker. Move it a whole lot quicker. Sit hole. This is Mbata. This is the Moremi. Moremi to the box. Cleared by Egypt, man. Ish. What a wonderful rearguard performance from Egypt, man. They're clearly hanging on to this lead, man, at all costs. They're clearly hanging on to their lead, man. Morem with a shot. Yeah. Straightforward save for El Shanawi. So Sitol has been taken off to be replaced by Mark Boka. Salah, is he going to get to it? He's not going to get to it. Well defended by South Africa. So Mark Gopa has come on to replace Sithole. So at least another attacker has been brought on. Good. Yes, bring on the attackers, man. You might actually get the goal, man. So this is Mbata into Mokofeng. Mokofeng loses out, man. It's now with Salah. Salah supposed to check back. Wonderful pass from Salah, man. Wonderful pass from Salah, man. It's now with Zizou. Zizou coming forward. Just wide, man. That was a shot from Fati, man. Just over the bar, man. Sorry, that was Atea. Atea with a shot. He tried to place it, but it was just a little bit too high, eh? Eesh. A wonderful reverse pass from Salah, man. Clearly took out 2 South African defenders, man. He's Mokofeng. Come on. Mokofeng. Agency, bro. Why are you so lackluster, man? It's like it's vibes, man. Vibes. Come on. You need to pick up the pace, man. You clearly had the advantage there. You are clearly in behind. Oh, yeah, yeah. Isatea. Back to Yasa. The far side towards Trezeguet. Trezeguet is gonna chase it. Trezeguet is gonna get to it. Trezeguet. Well defended by Mudau. Wonderful defending, man. Wonderful defending from Mudau, man. Eee. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time on the channel, please make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do so. Foster, wonderful tackle, Mayatea. Solid defending from Egypt, man. They are clearly keeping the ball well, man. And they are clearly putting in those tackles, eh? Can clearly see why they are former champions, man. Because they clearly know how to defend. Mokofeng. So that was not Mokofeng. That was actually... that was Mark Poga. Mark Gopa. So changes for Egypt, man. I'm sure, yeah, they are gonna they're in need of some changes, man. They are clearly in need of some changes ASAP. And maybe bring on a few midfielders, maybe to just Foster. Was not a foul. There's no foul, man. So this is Moremi. Bata cleared. This is Mbokazi. 1-2 for Mbokazi. Shot! Straight at Gel Shanawi, man. Yeah. Wonderful play from Modiba, man. A wonderful back heel from Foster. Shot from Modiba, but goes straight at El Shanawi, man. Yeah. Either side of the keeper, man, and he scores. Anyway, I'm happy, man. South Africa, you have done well, man. At least there's been the intent. There clearly has been the intent, eh? This Mokofeng, unable to get the ball fast. Zizu, yeah, forces a throwing, man. Eesh. Mbokazi, Mokoena. Mokoena is still playing. Why is he even still in this game, man? Clearly, this Mokoena fella, man. Why is he still in this game? Yeah, Trezeguet is being taken off, eh? So Trezeguet, one of the outlets, is being taken off to be replaced by Shehata. Shehata, number 15. So Zizu has also been taken off. Zizu has also been taken off. So to be replaced by Lashin. Yeah. I don't know whether South Africa are gonna have it more deep into the box. Punched away by El Shanawi. Yeah. It's now picked up by Lashen. Lashen, bad pass, man. Come on. Had the chance of getting your team out, but just gave the ball away to South Africa. Yeah. Foster trying to do the flicks, but unable to combine, eh? Isatea, is lashing. Loses out again. Foster, wonderful tackle, man. It's picked up by Salah. Salah unable to combine with Ashura, so it's out for actually a throw into Egypt. Anyway, guys, keep liking the video and subscribe to the channel. As you enjoy this last 9 minutes plus any bit of stoppage time, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're new around here, do that wonderful stuff of liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Moremi has also been taken off to be replaced by Mokwana. Mokwana. It's now with Mudau, back to Mbata. This is Mokoena, no, sorry, Modiba. This is Mokofeng. We lay the shot straight at the goalkeeper, man. Very, very comfortable catch for for El Shanawi. Mokoena, man. Yeah, South Africa just clearly being reduced to long range shooting now. So, anyways, now it's Salah, man. Salah, you're wasting your teammates, man. It's now oh my God. What are you doing, man? Bokazi. There's a reason why you're a central defender. Just stick to your day job of staying back and just allow your forwards and your midfielders to attempt long range shots. Because clearly, I don't know why you're attempting a long range shot from there. And the Egyptian defense was actually out of position. You see, it is such simple decision making that costs teams. Simple decision making like that. If you had just kept a hold on to the ball and maybe swing it over to the left because Mokofeng was on that side, maybe they would have had another attack. But no, he just let Egypt off the hook by choosing to strike the ball from there. Out 40 yards. How are you going to score from there, man? Clearly. You don't possess that level of technical ability, clearly. So then don't shoot. Please, don't shoot. He's Mudau. His Mokwana loses out. Egyptians are, man. Hey, this rear guard defending from Egyptians, man. He's very, very sturdy, man, and very compact. Very, very compact defending. Mudau, nice fake. Mudau, cross it, man. Shit. This is Mbata. Into the box. Way too high for Foster. Picked up by Foster. Shot, Foster. Egyptian players are just throwing themselves at every challenge, man. It's picked up by Salah. Yeah. Ashua is clean through. At least Egyptians or South Africans wanted to come back and defend. Yep. Nice defending. Started that attack, man. Wonderful defending from South Africa. They came back in numbers, man. This is Okofeng fella, man. Sorry, Mokofeng. Don't know why they brought him in. Clearly, has even won a single deal ever since he came on. So just kept on a police. This is Mokwana. Mokwana back to... Oh, that was Nguzena. Nguzena. Modiba, man. Hey, jeez, man. Yeah, Mr. Stephen, now. See what I was telling you? You see what I was telling you? How hard it is to come back, especially when it's 1-0. Because the other team is just happy to sit back. Headed over the bar, man. It's Makopa, man. Clearly see how hard it is to come back from 1 goal down. Not as easy as you thought, eh? See now, my statement is not as ridiculous as you had thought, eh? Doesn't sound ridiculous now. I told you, it's way harder, man. It is way harder. Because the other team is more compact, man. I saw it clearly in the game between Zimbabwe and Egypt. The Zimbabwe was so... Also, they also ensured that if it wasn't for Egypt missing chances, maybe they would have been out of sight, but somehow Zimbabwe was still in the game, man, because of just the one goal deficit. So anyway, this is Mudau. Yeah, wonderful tackle, man. Come on, Modiba. Nice pass. Ah, dude. This is Mokoveng. What? Okay, it's a free kick. Yeah, they've called foul. They've called for a foul. Eh? Was it actually inside the box or what? What really happened there? What really happened there, man? Oh, it's handball. Ah, see, then he handled the ball inside the box. That's how it's gonna be a penalty to South Africa. But then sometimes I wonder, okay, the player is going down. Eh? Where do you expect him to put his arms? Sometimes some of his decisions are kind of dodgy. Eh? That should go to VAR. He clearly handled the ball inside the box. Eh? He's on the line. Okay. Mosala being taken off. Eh? Okay, what's going on? Why aren't they reviewing that? Why are they reviewing that incident and taking it to VAR? Yeah, Mosala is being taken off. Eh? Mosala is being taken off to be replaced by Faisal. Osama Faisal, number 21. I don't know why that challenge is not being reviewed by VAR. Because clearly, I thought VAR are supposed to intervene in such decisions. Honestly, why isn't it being taken to VAR? Msala, okay, I see here. It's fair. He's actually come on to replace Salah. Okay, if he's appealing for, okay, that shot was way off target. Eh? Maybe that is what VAR are looking at. Because that shot was way off target. Eh? It was way off target. It was not even goal bound. Eh? It's not a pen. Okay. Okay, I understand that. Eh? I don't understand the reasoning behind it. I don't know, maybe, okay, one, you'd argue it this way. Where do you expect him to put his arms? He's on his way down. Of course, you'd want to protect yourself as you're going down. So where do you expect his arms to be? Two, okay, the handball was inside the box. Eh? Actually, it was on the line. And whenever you know that, and you know clearly, whenever any foul or any incident is called on the line, it's clearly a penalty. You bro, yo bro, who do you think is gonna win? I think if South Africa do score, because I think they're gonna be given a penalty, it's gonna end 1-1. Think it's gonna end 1-1. Yeah, clearly yes. Allow VAR to review that challenge. Eh? Yeah, it should be reviewed by VAR because clearly it was not a free kick. It was actually a penalty because the guy was in his hand whenever it made contact with the ball was inside the box. So then in that case, it should be a penalty. It is a penalty. It's gonna be a penalty, man. Yeah, South Africa holding their breath, man. Clearly holding their breath, man. Anyway, guys, as we await this VR check, make sure that you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Eh? It's your first time on the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel and also on this watch along. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and, of course, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss a single time we do go live. For those that have already subscribed, the whole of you that have also kept, remained on stream, part of the watch along, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. God richly bless you guys, man. God richly bless you guys, man. Come on, what's taking so long, man? It's clearly straightforward, man. Super strong team, you sure? Which team? South Africa or Senegal? Sorry, not Senegal, Egypt. But you can clearly see that Egypt were hanging on. If it wasn't for that this dodgy penalty decision, then I don't think South Africa would have equalized. Because it more or less looked like the kind of game where Egypt were gonna grind out a result. I believe South Africa could feel like they've had 7 minutes. I don't think they. Anyway, maybe if they completely go gang ho as soon as they score the penalty, but of course it will be an awesome bottle job from Egypt if they go on and lose this, especially after hanging on for so long. Okay, the shot. Okay, I don't know. For me, this challenge or this penalty decision is 50-50. Yeah, because Mokoena miskicked the ball. So, anyway, let's hear the decision. It's gonna be a penalty. The referee does not go to the monitor unless he's gonna give a penalty. Yep. Oh, no penalty. Oh, okay, no penalty. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, like I said, it would have been a 50-50 chance because one, you'd say his arms are down. So where do you expect him to put his arms? Where clearly do you expect him to put his arms? Can he put his arms up here? He needs to. Yeah, the ball is just kicked into his arm. And you see, if the shot was actually goal bound, then I think the referee would have given a penalty. But you clearly see it from that reverse angle. The shot was going way off target. So you can't really say that it was gonna be a shot on target. So anyway, it's actually South Africa clearly, and if somebody were to say that they have been robbed, I'd clearly understand. I'd clearly understand them. If they'd say that they have been robbed, clearly I'd understand. I would clearly understand why they'd say that. But at the same time, you can make a case for either options. South Africa may have been robbed, but at the same time, why do you expect him to put his arms? Why do you expect, was that Rabia? Why do you expect him to put his arms, man? Because the hand was in a natural position. Because we know if you are clearly going down, of course, gravity, common sense, man. Your arms are gonna be down as well. Victor punched away, but El Shanawi, come on, turn! Modiba into the box. Yeah. Cleared by Fatih. Offside, man. South Africa. And then now the time wasting antique start now from Egypt. Yeah. This Mark Gopa fella is so tall, man. And I feel for South Africa, I need to win. Both South Africa is a very I want Egypt to win. Both South Africa is a very good team. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, you prefer Egypt to win this game. Anyway, on the balance of play, if it was to end this way, it's fair. For me, I'd say not. It's fair. It's fair. Because Egypt have clearly hung, not really sat back, but defended resolutely for the entire 45 minutes that they have been down to 10 men. They have defended their goal well. But I think it's also poor quality as far as South Africa is concerned. Decision making in certain instances, maybe instead of shooting so many from far out, maybe see whether you can work the ball into the box. Because sometimes just shooting aimlessly doesn't really work. And we see here at the same time, South Africa have not really created enough chaos in the box for them to trouble El Shanawi. Sorry, El Shanawi, because most shots have just been straight at him. He's not even had a difficult save to make. So they have not clearly been working the keeper as well. Because you need to be working the keeper, man. Let him pull off save after save after save. Hold his man. Eventually, he's gonna he may eventually break. I respect South Africa. Oh, wow. And they are a good country. They are a good footballing nation, man. Anyway, guys, they are approaching the last stages of this watch along. I'm thinking you're gonna go all the way to the 100th minute because we waited like 3 minutes just reviewing that penalty, which was not given for South Africa. So we're gonna go all the way to 100 minutes. I think we're gonna go beyond 100 minutes rather. And of course, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, please, please, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Yes, if you're watching this stream and you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I crave your support, man. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Crossed into the box. Header! Ah, what a save from El Shenawi again, man. Ah, yeah, yeah. Mudai was almost putting in beyond the line, man. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Free header. Ah, unlucky, man. Unlucky, unlucky. Yeah, unlucky, my brother, unlucky. Ah, header across the face of goal. Cleared by Egypt. Sheesh. Ashua. The ball ran out of play. It did. It did. So it's going to be a throw into Egypt. They started it nicely. Coming forward. Ah, come on, man. This Ataya fella wasted too much time, man. And of course, the referee is not going to blow right now because of the VAR check. So he's going to at least wait a bit longer, maybe another 2 minutes. So only 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. At least maybe at most 2 more minutes for South Africa. El Shanawi with a punch. El Shanawi, man. Maybe he has to be the man of the match. This rushing out to punch, man. Awesome. Nice. Picked up by Mokoena. Sorry, Modiba. Ran the ball out of play. Ah, yeah, yeah. Whew. Oh, my goodness. South Africa has more tries, right? Tries, like in rugby or what? But clearly, they have not really tested the goalkeeper enough. To me, that is their biggest undoing today. And of course, like I said, poor decision making in certain instances. Al Misri, what is your next watch along? I'm gonna do Morocco versus Mali. That's a big game as well. It's a good game to follow. Good game to follow. Yeah, Egypt. Yeah, Route One football, man. Well taken down by Ozat Mbokazi. Kept the ball well, man. Kept the ball well, man. Guys, keep liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Last stages of the game, man. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Oh, Egypt coming forward. Egypt, I think they have done enough to secure the victory here. Ashua to the far side. Shahata, Shahata, Shahata. Straight at the goalkeeper, man. Come on, South Africa, you need to move the ball a little quicker. Egypt have won, man. Egypt have won this game, man. I think they have done enough to secure the victory. And now Route One football, 100 minutes. I told you, we're going to get to 100 minutes. This is a Mokofeng. That's it, man. They wasted the chance. Yeah, game over now. This game should be over now. He's Ashua going through the South African defense. Like knife through butter, waiting for support. Yep. It's actually a free kick to South Africa. Thanks for the live. I enjoyed your commentary more than the actual game. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. That is what the watch along is for, man. It's for you guys, man. For us to enjoy the commentary and also to discuss football related issues and any other issue that you want to discuss. Mokoena shot! Oh, just wide, man. Ah, yeah, yeah. Satari, thank you so much, bro, as well. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the compliments, man. Much appreciated. Hope you guys are already subscribed, eh? Along with the rest of you that are watching the watch along. Hope you're already subscribed, man. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment, man. Big up, man. Big up. Anyways, game over, man. Game should be over now. Kicks it long, should be over. Yep. Game over, man. Game over. 10 men, South Africa, other Egypt, man, have hanged on to that, Maze. 10 men. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Drama galore in this game, man. For South African perspective, if you are to claim that you have been robbed, fair, man, I'd say it's fair, man. Because many people would say, you know what, that was a penalty. Others would say it was not a penalty. Of course, people are also going to be a little bit salty because it's kind of a very hard loss to take, man. But the defending from Egypt, man, oh my God, these guys. Hey, 10 men, man. They just had to sit back and play on the counter, and somehow they maintained their defensive shape. At no point did they look like as if they were in disarray. And also that is also largely due to South Africa, because South Africa did not create enough chances as well. They did not work El Shanawi enough, and unfortunately, if you do not work the keeper enough, you don't score, man. They were just hitting the ball straight at the goalkeeper, man. The balls were just going straight at the goalkeeper, man. Routine saves, man. Routine saves, man. So, uh, it's VAR, man. Of course, VAR is gonna be a huge talking point in this game. One, because it almost cost Egypt the points. One, it gave them a penalty in the first half. The second half, rather the red card as well. But I think anyway, it's kind of unfair. It's a little bit unfair, on I say. Kind of unfair on South Africa, especially because of that decision. But you know what? That's a letter of the law, man. As they are going to ground, clearly the arms are, whenever the arms are down there, they are they are actually in a natural position. Because the reason why it's actually flagged as a penalty is if you handle the ball and your arms are not in a natural position. If your arms are in an unnatural position, then of course it's gonna be handball. If maybe Mokone would have shot the ball and then what's the name of this guy? Was that Yasa? Yasa's arms were up here and then he handled the ball, then clearly you'd have given the penalty. But since his arms were down here, then clearly he's not gonna give the penalty for that. Not gonna give the penalty for that. Anyway, Niger Satari, thank you so much for the compliments, man. Together with your bro. I don't know whether it's NEK, I don't know. I don't know what your name is, but thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the compliments, man. Appreciated, man. Much appreciated, man, for the support. At least you get the essence of what our watch along is. That this is what we do, man. Basically, our watch along is what we do. At least we dissect the game in real time, small less bits. Us wanting to review the game after it has ended, maybe doing 1 or 2 hour streams of just reviewing the game, but we just review it in real time. But anyway, for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Much appreciated, much. God bless you guys richly, man. For those that are able to tune in from start to finish, thank you so much for being part of the watch along as well. At least the second half was way better than the first half. First half was so dead until the decisions, the penalty decision and the red card. But the second half, at least it's been exciting, man. This is the game we wanted to watch, man, because these two are actually powerhouses in Africa. And of course, South Africa were unable to get the job done. So that means that now Egypt move on to 6 points. They have now guaranteed automatic qualification. So that means their last game against Angola is just a formality. They just need to avoid defeat and they'll win the group because Angola actually lost, or rather lost one and actually drew one. So if Egypt manage to avoid defeat against Angola, they'll win the group. For South Africa, it means that now they have to beat Zimbabwe for them to qualify because they're on 3 points. And for Angola, Angola now also have to beat Egypt in their last game because that is the only way that they are going to qualify now. They have to beat Egypt. So it's going to be a pick for them. I don't know how they're going to manage it, but we will see. For Zimbabwe, I don't know whether they have an outside chance. If they do beat South Africa on their next game, they move on to 4 points. And if actually, this is how Zimbabwe can qualify. If Zimbabwe actually beat South Africa in their last game, they move on to 4 points. Now, if Egypt beat Angola, Egypt move on to 9 points, Angola remain on 1 point. So that means that Egypt and Zimbabwe will now qualify from the group as the top two. So still all to play for, guys. And of course, we're gonna be here for the last round of games, man. Of course, games all normally all kick at the same time. So whenever teams are playing on the last day, last game of the group, all games kick off at the same time, especially of that group, to avoid match fixing. What do you think? The Egyptians just got lucky or they played it well? Well, I wouldn't say they were lucky, but based on their second half performance, it's what you call awesome defending, man. It was actually resolute defending. They denied the spaces in behind because I expected maybe to South Africa to capitalize on the spaces in behind, especially on the far right hand side, because it is actually a defender who was taken off. And Egypt did not bring on a defender. So they actually played with 3 defenders, and actually now they moved a midfielder into a right back position. So clearly, South Africa did not capitalize on that because the guy was playing on the right. Now in this case, that was it Ashua? Ashua was actually more or less a makeshift tracking back winger and also a makeshift right back. And of course, Yasa was actually a centre back now playing on the right. So unfortunately, South Africa were unable to capitalize on the man advantage, and they could not just do the intrinsic passes in around the box for them to break down the Egyptian team. And that is why, and you see, another thing that has also helped Egypt, also the commanding goalkeeping from El Shenawi. You see, the number of times he used to come out and just punch the ball, or just collect the ball, or just save. It's actually been good, man. So I can say, based on how they performed in the second half defensively, then they deserve the victory. Because at no point did South Africa really threaten the Egyptian goal to the point where it was even like goal mouth scrambles. Maybe Egypt have to clear the ball off the line. No. South Africa just unable to break them down, man. So, and you see, that's why I say going back to the selection. Selecting 3 central defensive midfielders in Sithole, Mokoena, and Mbata. Why do you need all those central defensive midfielders, man? You don't need all of them. Just take off one and bring on maybe an attacker or an attacking minded midfielder. And of course, the other change that South Africa made, bringing on Mokofeng. Clearly, that guy did absolutely nothing. I don't even know why he came on. They should have just let Apollos remain, because Apollos at least was way more threatening on that side. At least he was breaking the channels. At least he was trying to cut back or maybe drive forward with the ball, try and cut inside, maybe combine with people. But this Mokofeng, I don't know what he was doing, man. Clearly, he wasted the man. So maybe that was the change that they made that was terrible. And of course, like I said, winning some of these games also comes back to 50-50 decisions where instead of you passing, you decide to shoot. As you could see, South Africa also reduced to long-range shooting, which at some point to me is not really beneficial because you're actually relying on so much to go your way if you're going to score from that far out. Sometimes they'll just shoot from 35 meters out, man. And that is way too far out, man. So anyway, unfortunately, I don't think South Africa had the creativity or the expertise to break down this the steady defensive performance from Egypt, because they did not have somebody who can actually break the lines and just combine properly with now the strikers and the other midfielders. Anyway, it's unfortunate for them, and now they're in a way precarious position where they are now have to beat Zimbabwe for them to qualify, because if they do draw with Zimbabwe, they move on to 4 points, And if Angola beat Egypt on the last day, then Angola also move on to 4 points. So we're gonna have 4 teams on 4 points, 2 teams on 4 points. So it's gonna come down to goals scored and also head-to-head record. But I think South Africa in that case will qualify because South Africa's head-to-head record against Angola is actually superior, because they managed to beat them in their first game. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being part of this. Thank you so much. Yes, you guys have kept the chat engaging from the beginning up until this time. At least that is what a watch along should be like. It should be that lively, man, where we discuss football issues, so discuss the game, and also just enjoy the game. Yeah, you can choose to put the game on the screen as you follow along my watch along. That is still allowed, man. That is the whole essence of a watch along. Yeah, so just gonna take a slight breather. And then of course, remember guys, I'm gonna be back later on for the game between Morocco and Mali. That's a game that's gonna be kicking off at 2300 hours. That is 2300 hours East African time. Or if you, I'm sure you guys are a lot of you guys are international, so it's gonna be 8 GMT. 8 p.m. GMT, even though we don't say 8 p.m. GMT, we actually say 2000 hours GMT. So 2000 hours GMT, that's when the game is gonna be starting, and of course it's gonna be starting at around 2200, that is Central African time. So guys, do make sure that you tune on for those watch alongs that's gonna be happening at that time, and also we're gonna keep an eye on the Manchester United Newcastle game, but because it's also gonna be taking place at the same time. So we're just gonna maybe following both games, but of course I'm gonna be focusing on the Afcon game, but I'm also gonna update you on what happens on the other Man United Newcastle game. I'm sure some of you also watch the Premier League, so of course it's gonna be good for me to update you guys. To the defense of the Chinese wall, I'll be here for the Moroccan game, too excited for that one. Yes, please tune in for that game. Please tune in for that game. Tune in for that game. That's going to be a good game as well, because, of course, Mali, they're also another powerhouse of West Africa against a Moroccan team that is the favorites for this tournament. So those are the two strongest teams in the tournament, other in that group, now in this case, Group A. And, of course, in around 15 minutes' time, gonna have the game between Zambia and Comoros. It's gonna be taking place in Casablanca. Then of course Morocco and Mali are gonna play later on. So make sure you guys tune in for that game from 11 p.m. Yeah. And as always, guys, if it's your first time on the channel, like I've kept on saying, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support the channel and like the video as well. If you're watching this stream and you're not yet subscribed, also do me that favor of liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Hope you see you guys for the next watch along. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Much appreciated, man. And God bless all of you, man, for being part of this. Thank you for being part of the Vinskey Valor YouTube community. Yes, we're just about to sign off, and as soon as we do, we're just gonna get a breather and at least enjoy the Zambia Comoros game. I don't know how it's gonna go, because Zambia also on 1 point, Comoros on 0. So if Comoros are to lose this game, they'll of course be out of Afcon, because now they can't qualify. They cannot qualify because, of course, qualifying and you have lost 2 games, it's kind of becomes very, very difficult. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the watch along. Yes, been your boy right here, Vinskey Valor. Yes, until the next video at 2300 hours. Hope you guys are gonna keep warm, gonna stay well, and of course you're gonna enjoy yourselves up until that time. And of course, do remember to tune in for that watch along. Until then, guys, peace.